delay any longer. Engage, production. Number one. What do we got for the draft?
Oh, Beastmaster bands.
All right, I guess Bowie is number one in this role play. Very nice.
He's back. It's okay. He can be number one. I'm not much
that means
of a
you
writer.
have to be Crusher.
Nice.
So they really love the Zaba guy, huh?
Yep, back to the ABBA.
10 seconds.
Okay.
It's weird when you see it like this, where it was fine in game one. It wasn't his fault that they lost game two, but definitely didn't feel like, wow, the Abaddon's keeping them in this. And interesting, they just go right back for it. It's their staple. I wonder if they'll flex it at all, or if this is just locked in support. You know, are we going to see any K1 style ABBAs, any position 3 ABBAs?
So now I was just about to ask this. Are they going to, what's their combo now that Beast is gone? And is it going to be Mars Phoenix? And what does this mean about the Huskar? I assume they won't Huskar.
Team pick.
Yeah, it's going to get banned for sure. Unless they second phase it, but I don't think it's... I think you just lose the game.
I wouldn't mind like a Jug or something here, but I mean, better than a Troll.
You're right. It's really good Jug. It's a bad.
Could also
lane,
Ursa
though,
because Ursa's.
I think it's hard to like. You want a hero that can actually help you kill with Jug, right? And you have this Abaddon. I feel so bad to have like a Warlock in Jug lane, you know. Warlock at least has his low, but Abaddon.
I played Warlock today. That hero's pretty good. The Shard is weird. Very strong. You know, ulti's still busted. Very nice.
Yeah, and it's faster. Like the golems release faster, right? So you do get more damage once you drop it.
The Pango again.
Pango. Yeah,
we're just repeating
Comfort
game
zone.
one, then, aren't we? At this point.
pretty much. Yeah, except now the Huskar ban. So a key tweak here from BINOMISTAS. Very nice.
Team ban.
Drow ban. I wonder if they would pick Void, because you know they have Phoenix.
10 seconds remaining.
The hero definitely feels good again,
5 seconds.
and you can also
remaining.
like if you chrono the Abaddon, then he doesn't really heal anyone. You kill whoever you want to kill.
Yeah, I think Void is definitely someone who's back. You know, he's going to be in the discussion, going to be hanging around a little bit, especially when you have the big combos like you're saying with the Phoenix eggs. So should certainly be considered. Also pretty good versus like Pango in the lane, right?
Yes. Although I don't remember if they played Pango 4 with both games. It might be. But yeah, like if it's Pango core, it's amazing. The time dilation is crazy good.
I want a meta where Void is pickable and like a threat, but he's not so good that we're seeing him like banned or picked
10
in
seconds
every game.
remaining.
Do you know what I mean? I want
You want to be an
that
exciting
perfect balance.
team fight hero.
5
Yeah, I want him to
seconds
pop in
remaining.
and like 10% of the drafts be like, oh shit, they forgot about the Void, and he's like a viable hero. But I don't know how you do that without him being viable in like the majority of drafts.
He's lived in those experiences before, I would say, where he's been a kind of a team specific, like they use it with combos. I think him and Phoenix
Okay.
and Death Prophet had some lives together.
That's fair, yeah.
So they refuse to address the Phoenix with their core, and thus they've been banned now. They have lost the Jug and the Ursa. This was basically the IG strat at the major, right? Pick Phoenix in the first phase, ban Jug, maybe Ursa too, and then the heroes just busted because Ollie's the best.
I really like this Elder Titan. Like we were talking about the amp of the Beastmaster axis with Elder Titan
Yeah.
Spirit.
Seconds
You have
remaining.
Mars Arena doing magic damage. Phoenix is full magic damage.
5 seconds remaining.
Veil of Discord. Just think about it. Ego boys, we need something exciting here. You had the zest with the Huskar in game one. That got you the win. A little bit of a cheese pick there. You know, I'll maybe call it an outdraft. Very dominant. What's it going to be now? They get the snap fire. All right, well, there's your egg counter. That's great.
That's interesting.
Nice.
That's not what we get to see very often anymore. Did
did
she
get
get a
buffed
lot
a
of
little
changes?
She
Let's
got
take
a
a look.
couple of buffs.
She was not one I heard widely talked
10
about.
Yeah, I have like
Remaining.
zero recollection of her update, actually.
Yeah, like it's int gain, a little bit more
seconds
damage on Little Shredder. and the Scatter Blast stun is increased with the shard.
Really?
So
They
she
buffed
got-
the shard?
Yep.
She got buffs.
That
Yeah, she
shard
had
was already really good.
micro
And her armor was
buffs.
increased by 1? Oh, yeah, that's a hero.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unkillable.
and the shard, or little shredder still does all that minus armor, too.
Yeah.
Correct. It actually has longer duration, 4 seconds to 5 seconds on the armor reduction. So
Wow.
just
yeah.
little tiny tweaks, but I think Snap's still pretty good. Curious what role we're going to see.
Oh,
If she's
now
going to be
that's
mid
a
against this
hero.
Void Spirit.
They reduced the jump distance on the cookie by 25. That's kind of funny.
But they improved the cooldown at the early levels. That
Yeah, but
helps.
it's just like, I take this tiny nerf with all of these amazing buffs.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
That reminded me of the Witch Doctor change. Now paralyzing cast is scaling damage from 50
5
to
seconds
50, 60,
remaining.
70, 80 when hitting heroes. Like,
Boom.
whoa, look out, guys. That's what Witch Doctor needed. I tell you, when I throw a cask, I'm thinking about the damage it's about to
It
do.
should have stacks like Fury Swipes, where if you get hit by the cask more often, it does more damage.
Dude, there you go.
Oh, that would be dope. And then
Get
you get
rewarded for your double stuns.
you get a charge talent, so like you can double cask.
Oh, yeah.
The problem with that, Trent, is that double stuns on Witch Doctor are already game breaking. So you add
True.
another mechanic that
Then you
actually
buy
makes
a
that do
refresher,
damage.
and you're soloing 2 heroes with your casts.
But yeah, I love Witch Doctor, so why the hell not, bud? Let's do it. I'd vote pass. Where do you think this snap is going to go? Are you guys feeling mid? Is mid snap real?
I
They
think
don't
it's
have
possible.
last pick, which made me
I
think about it.
Yeah, it's open. It's either off lane or mid, I think. Unless they decide to swap the Zaba or Pango to the off lane.
Yeah, I think it could just be a support too, potentially, because like the Phoenix counter stuff could be like a 4 with Pango off. But yeah, I would guess off lane or mid, just depending on what's there at the end of the draft.
Yeah, like Snap support is weird because it counters Phoenix early, but later you can't really get into the egg to like you just die before your little shredder. So it depends on what they want with the hero.
Troll again. Troll. All right, so Drow's banned this time. I do like what you said about Troll before, though, Boy. I think in general, he is a pretty strong carry right now. I do like the Troll ABBA combo in a vacuum.
And the shard is really good versus Phoenix too, because you give everyone attack speed.
Do we have an answer to Void Spirit yet, though? I feel like last patch he was just pickable, and it didn't really matter what you did, to short of like picking a Viper or something to try and ruin his lane. Like, I don't know.
True.
He barely got nerfed, I think. I mean, the replenish time, I guess, kind of hurts a little
10
bit.
seconds
That's only a couple
remaining.
seconds, though. Oh, no, the replenish time got improved. It was the range that got
5
nerfed,
seconds
right? Yeah.
remaining.
He lost
Yeah.
a little bit of late game range.
And the Remnant cast range. I think that's kind of big too.
That's probably his biggest nerf, actually.
Yeah. So they take the Storm. So they're betting on like Snapfire not being middle,
Radiant
pretty much,
team
with the
ban.
Storm ban.
Yeah, just banning like Storm and maybe even Queen, just because.
True.
Kind of makes you sad. DP, fair enough. She's still in.
Is Puck just done now? We didn't really talk
I
about
think
Puck.
so.
I think
But
so.
He-
Big number.
I know.
I
Notice.
think he got the same treatment as Void Spirit. Maybe slightly more nerf, but very slightly. I think they're both really good.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean,
I think it's still pickable.
I think
those
so.
Puck changes aren't
5
that
seconds
bad. I mean,
remaining.
yeah, they're nerfs, but there's some cooldown increased on Phase Shift, level 1 cooldown increased on Waning Rift. Like,
Like the
I
quiet
would
was
say-
still insane.
still playable. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would say it's
hey!
relegated to good puck game pick, like here, like with the voice.
Okay.
Spirit.
True,
not
true,
like
Yeah, yeah.
not
Yeah.
first overall pick.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
yes. Yes. Totally.
So yeah, I guess that is our answer then. Because the main issue why
There you
you
go.
can never answer Void Spirit with Puck is because
10
usually Puck got picked
seconds
first,
remaining.
and you didn't tend to see Void Spirit and
Look at
Puck that
that.
often.
Look at that. Day one, Ziori
5
snipes the
seconds
first Puck
remaining.
pick of the tournament. Trent,
Boom!
I bow.
Look at you go, buddy. You're back.
What about a life stealer here for Binomistas?
Hell yeah.
Life stealer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Just go this armlet halberd build. You just kite the troll.
Built
Don't
Why
care
wouldn't you
about
just get
foil.
Faceless Void now?
Yeah, it's possible.
It's a lot
They
of bubbles.
do have decent amount of damage inside the chrono. Not incredible damage though.
They
I
both
really
sound
wish
okay,
I think the Medusa was the right idea. Like maybe like a TB or something could be kind of nice. I think big carry is what I would be hoping for. Someone who just like plays around with like, I don't know if you need Void when you have Arena, Void Spirit, Phoenix, and Elder Titan. It kind of feels like overkill. I feel like I just need someone who stands there and right clicks. Like just pick another Drow, pick another Medusa, just pick Terrorblade.
I wouldn't mind Slark here because you can actually Dark Pack the Coil. You kite the throw very well.
Oh man, when I said Medusa, I almost said Luna. I should have went with it.
Well, this is exciting though, Bowie. As you mentioned, some changes to the shard for Luna, and now like right-clicking Luna is really, really scary. I have not seen it yet, but on paper, I'm really excited here. Plus, she's got some awesome cosmetics for us. So,
yeah, I think
most of the changes just look good.
Butterfly buffs, the evasion buffs in general, and the fact that any hero that builds Butterfly got slightly buffed. I like the chances.
And any hero that buys Manta, right? Loves that. Satanic, loves that. Butterfly, already said. The Shard, I think is probably just better now. Less good for the support Luna, better for core Luna.
For core Luna, yeah. Yeah, there's some... I feel a little scared about range cores against Spangolier, though, because...
Yeah.
You know, Luna will need a very early BKB, and if this throw plays really greedy the way Rises played last time, I think there might be a timing where the Luna is a little too weak, but it really depends on the lanes. We'll see what happens.
I do like the supporting cast, though, for this Luna. Great 4+1, some solid 5-man. They can definitely fight pretty early. This is going to be a good game 3. I'm slightly leaning BINOMISTAS, but I think mostly just because I want to see Luna.
It's all about the cooldown usage from BINOMISTAS. Like they have some pretty huge cooldowns and big ultis and stuff, and then you're looking for this like speed to come from the puck, right? And if they can sort of encapsulate a little bit of what they did with the Huskar in game 1 with this puck comboed up with the Snapfire, I think I like EGOBOYS. But you know, they both have their ways to win this one for sure.
All right. Well, the game 3 decider for our opening series, EGOBOYS, BINOMISTAS, and we've got to pause to let our casters share their thoughts before this one gets started. Gary, how excited are we? First Luna, the South American DPC. Saddle up, pal, because we got mounts today.
Time to saddle up. Yeah, Luna's a hero, sure, but I think you've missed a trick here. It's a mini Void Spirit, guys. We watched season 1, and my god, this guy can pop off on Void Spirit. I mean, Theban, you watched him, you loved him.
Oh yeah, this guy is really good mid player. I'm not so sure about his conditioning at the moment. You know, there's been a long break between season 1 and season 2, so some of these players might be a little bit shaky at the start. Like we saw Leo Style, for example, in last season, he was a little slow to get going, but then we saw how he dominated at the major. So let's see how Mini does on his voice spray, if it's a little bit rusty or not at the moment.
Maybe see if he's warmed up or he's a little bit cold. I mean, they've had a couple of games in this series, so surely they are ready and raring to go as we get across this map.
You know what I want to say, Gary?
What is it?
I'm really happy about one thing. No more 2 tangles, 1 ward, a mid, please. Just looking at these mid guys. Yeah, look at Puck and look at Voice Fair. They got tangles in their inventory already to start the game.
Bizarre, isn't it? How long did we have? That was like
2013, Gary.
Bloody hell.
2013, TI3. People were pulling like 3 tangles actually to the mid players. Then they had to adjust that where you can only share tangles. And since then, it's been a thing. Mid heroes always got pulled tangles, and no more. Enough is enough, said Ice Frog.
It's just so ingrained into Dota 2 that it's a big old change that.
It wasn't really like a new friendly thing too, right? Where, you know, imagine you just starting to play and someone's like, give me 2 tangles. You're like, what do you mean give you 2 tangles? What does that even mean? Exactly. How do I even give you these things? And you know, just remove all those useless mechanics, right?
Yeah, it's like similar to what they did with couriers, right? You know, previously you have to buy a courier, upgrade it at 3 minutes or whatever it was. And, you know, now it's just done. Automatic. Don't even have to worry.
For sure. Love it. Speaking of these drafts now, though, Gary, one thing I'm really interested in is in the Snapfire. I think this hero has received significant buffs that it is playable. We do see the Scatterblast first from the Snap. You know what I was hoping for? The max out Lil Shredder going into a Solar Crest build. It's a lot of minus armor, Gary.
That is, yeah. Some big punches, though, coming out of this Nuage ZT already. Drakeel having spent his swashbuckle, body block, right-clicked, loosened beam, and Drakeel's gonna fall. Nuage is there, and Benny pairing up beautifully.
Man, he used that swashbuckle a little too aggressively. You gotta hold on to that level 1.
It's such a long cooldown right there. They thought they could push damage onto that ET, but he's a big boy. 700 HP, 2 armor. Not really too bothered by it.
I like BINOMISTAS going for another really strong lane. Drow ET was nice. Luna ET is also very nice. As soon as she gets that Lunar Blessing, it's going to be very hard hitting Elder Titan. I really like this hero too, Gary, with the new shard change. It's crazy amount of DPS. That being said, though, you do need to get the shard. Maybe Benny will get it off the second Roshan.
Oh, the Lunar Shard with a little glaives bouncing around, yeah. That's a cool one. There's just so much pressure on these 2 dire offlane heroes, and with Swashbuckle yet again on cooldown, BINOMISTAS trying to press forward. Tano doesn't have any spells left, so that Lucent Beam gonna allow the... Oh, Nuages. He closes the gap, but Fairy Fires and Tango there keeps the Snapfire at least alive for now, but it's a long trek back to Fountain.
That might even be worse than dying there, because now the Snapfire has to walk back, then TP, and Drakeo is going to be all by himself in a lane where the Luna can just easily pull this back.
He's only just hit level 2 on the Pango, but there are other lanes in Dota 2. We've got that mid lane Void Spirit up against the Puck, which is pretty even so far, as Mini grabs up the opposing Water Rune, as Alone is already taken, as Nuages does die down bottom against Drakeo alone.
What?
Huh.
What just happened? Okay.
Bizarre.
See, you talked about other lanes, Gary. We missed the first blood.
That is my fault, yeah. I accept full responsibility for looking away from there. I didn't think that could happen.
Well, he does get to bring back a lot of resources to the Luna now. Her item, a healing salve. Yeah, okay. Now let's actually look at the other lanes now. For real this time. Since,
what's going on top, Steven?
We've already missed first blood. Okay, thank you. What's going on here? Another Mars Phoenix lane. Hopefully this time it'll work better without a Huskar just running around and demolishing them.
Still up against this Abaddon, who's doing an exceptional job keeping Rise's troll in the lane.
Yep, and look at his item build too. He's got that Ring of Bassi, an item that has been buffed up quite a lot, especially for the owner. You get a lot of benefits from it. The troll's also going to enjoy that mana regen.
What did they change for that? They reduced a bit of the...
Yeah, the mana for the team is 1, and then you personally get 0.6, so it's 1.6 mana regen for yourself, which is a lot in comparison to the Sage Mask, which only gives you 0.7.
Oh yeah, real good. Benny taking that Scatter Blast to the back of the head. Still up there with 11 denies. Drakeo gonna get stomped up with Tano's Snap. Big punches from Nuages.
Wow, the damage.
Clear it up.
Jeez.
Look at him go.
Plus 106 there from Nuage. This ET is not a joke in this lane, and they're really not respecting him enough.
And it's not like he's got any big neutral stacks or anything. This is just, a little spirit going around onto a couple of heroes. Up towards top, the Phoenix being chased. Abaddon, I don't know if he can clear this one up. There is still the Icarus dive for Jupiter. He's actually going to try and turn and fight. Courier, it's a freebie. Phoenix, very glad to take it. Wait, hang on. Kara, calm down a little bit here. Don't want to be pressing up onto that high ground, and you do not want to be getting speared by this Mars. Can he cut through the trees, the dive forward, the salve and the fairy fire through the shield? Very nicely done, and Kara will live through it all. Bottom, Drakeel's being punched again, and there's the Lucent Beam to finish it off. Tano has no cookie.
My
and
God,
Tano has no life. Nuage is just running around with a permanent double damage.
He is, and that level 2 Lunar Blessing as well onto Benny. It goes from 5 to 15 damage, so it's a lot.
Yeah.
Top lane.
Oh yeah, rises. Ooh, is that a good TP? It looks like it. No. He's going to make his way back to Fountain.
But he's going to have to walk back now. Feels bad. And you lost that 100 gold for TPing back to the base. I'm telling you, Gary, these days, it kind of feels like it's just better to die.
Or just die and TP out again.
Just like real life, Gary, it's expensive to live. So he's going to have to TP back. Spend 100 gold, your 100 gold TP. Now you don't have a TP scroll anymore. You're walking back, smoked up. Yeah, feels bad, man.
So is that what smokes are for now? It's not a smoke gank. It's a smoke get back to the bloody lane.
Yep.
Oh dear me.
And now he also doesn't have an escape or like a TP scroll to be able to TP bottom. You legit have to spend 100 gold to TP bottom now.
That's a good point, yeah. Because you're thinking about that, you know, kind of 7-8 minute window where we see those pos ones potentially shift the lane. Not available for the troll right now, as up towards the top rune spot alone. He's got the Waning Rift and a jaunt to an orb. Mini. He's going to get coiled up.
They want to go in
with a cookie. They're trying to finish him off. Mini does still have an astral step. He throws out a remnant, assimilates up towards the left-hand side, but an orb across, not going to chase him. Mini going to be left alone while Rises is actually the casualty in the top lane.
Man, the Abaddon, he TP'd middle. Or walked middle, sorry. And that left troll all by himself. Sexy Fat is having much better lane.
Oh, Drakeel, swashbuckling 5 seconds. I don't think he'll live long enough for that. Nuage is yet again showing that he is a strong, strong Elder Titan player and a catapult wave to shove the tower too.
This is what you hate to see. A Luna that is snowballing in her lane, has complete free farm, is going to have a decently timed Mask of Madness. She's going to go into the jungle, farm up a storm. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Troll Warlord, he's struggling. He's already died once. Not even the top of the net worth on his team. Behind the Mars, the enemy offlaner. It's all absolutely awful for EGOBOYS.
Yeah, like Luna with that built-in farming ability through the Moonglaves, and Troll Warlord's like, well, I have to buy an item to do that.
Yeah, she can adjust her build now. Doesn't need to level up that Lucent Beam at all. Just max out the Moonglaves from here on out. She's gonna spend most of her time in the jungle and probably just give the bottom lane to the Elder Titan, who's already level 5.5.
He's a core.
Gary.
He's basically a core. Pos 5 to core.
All I know is he's a beast. This guy is just destroying right now.
He's nearly got the same net worth as that Pango. I mean, yeah, just thinking about the Luna with 20 denies, 44 last hits, has been a real struggle bus lane down bottom. Pango's not even level 6 yet. As we are still waiting for these mid laners to kind of kick it off and get into the side lanes. Is this something we expect to see more often, is the static mid laners now?
I think maybe because of the rune control, like you're very happy to stick around there. But looking at this game right now and the way that the maps are like planted, it's easier for the carries to just go into the jungle and farm up. So there's not a whole lot of rotations the mid players can do unless you're smoking into the jungle. If you've noticed, Gary, the triangle for Dire, like on the top side, is insane. There's like 4 camps or something right next to each other. And you get so much.
There's some noises in the bottom lane.
Oh, I do hear that too.
TP available for Drakeel. He's going for it. Lucent Beam off cooldown in a second.
Okay, that was an 8-minute post 5 ET ulti that we heard.
Yeah, it kind of surprised me. Like, what?
Oh, there we go.
God,
Found
Luna
him.
Being burst by the puck. There's the rotation from the mid laner as Pango swashbuckles and considers that Rolling Thunder. That's a big kill for the puck, though, that's for sure. Alone taking down Benny.
Top lane.
Oh, they're catching. There's the arena. Kara going to be the sacrifice there, but it's one they'll gladly give. Rises is in the jungle, like you were saying.
Yeah, Sexy Fat, man. He's the beast in this game right now. Look at his net worth, 4,200. He's the top of the charts, just absolutely dominating this top lane. Nobody can come in here. This tower is his to take whenever he wants to. But it looks like the Luna is just going to come up here, help him out, and then take over the top Dire jungle.
Yeah, and there's that move from the Pos 1. They're trying to play a little aggressively here into the Snapfire. Abaddon's going to come up.
They also know that the puck doesn't have coil right now, so that's why they're very aggressive on this top side. Mini's also rotating up here to try and help finish off this tower.
And maybe try and find some kills for himself. Spots out Tano, who's going for that D-ward. Only a sentry, unfortunately, for the Snapfire, and Cookie's down to the low ground, but Mini has enough gap close to find him. Dive out from the Phoenix, gets away from some puck illusions. And there is that Luna just shoving tier 1 tower, while there isn't really a similar move to be made by the EGOBOYS.
Yeah, you got Nuage just chilling bottom with his maxed out Echo Stomp. And if you're gonna try and push into this, it's gonna be very, very slow and painful. Fully expect Sexy Fat to also TP down here and stop the Troll Warlord from being able to take this tower as well.
Yeah, and they could even bring more people down here. Like, Nuages is pinging this tower saying,
They want
don't
Luna,
let them
though.
have this for free.
They want the Luna. That's their goal.
Luna's pretty
Coil?
speedy, though. 3-7 move speed. There's the kisses and the rolling thunder. And Benny does get caught out, spending 3 big teamfight ultis for the Luna, and seemingly worth it. Can they get away
Sexifat
without
had
any
to-
casualties?
Sexifat had to cancel the kisses there. That's what did the majority of the damage. But he was not sure exactly where the kisses were coming from. Maybe he could have guessed. But nonetheless, they do get the Luna kill. They did use some really big key ultis on the side of EGOBOYS. I really don't think that's going to phase Radiant at all. I don't think BINOMISTAS are going to care about that death.
No, not really too much. The entire map still feels pretty comfortable for them. TPing the Luna in towards mid so she can plant herself into the triangle. And Mini's still holding out
Dragonlance.
for his Yule Scepter.
She also went for Dragonlance first before the Mask of Madness. We're going to be seeing a lot of this, Gary. The Dragonlance build. It's got
Oh, is the
some
buff it got?
real nice buffs. Yep, it went from 14 to 16 agility. This is what it used to be when Dragonlance was completely broken. And we would see like melee cores buying it.
Meepo would buy 4 of them. Like, that's how busted it was. Bottom lane, Nuages does finally pay, defending that bottom tier 1. And Puck's coil off cooldown in about 3 seconds means they can continue down here.
Rise is tired of this ET just chilling there, fighting up against them all by himself. Asks for a little bit of backup.
Finally try and break through some of those defenses. And Invis Tano top.
TPing.
Eyeing up
Tano,
with
cancel.
Sexy Fat Mars
Cancel the TP.
cancels it last second, and in comes Drakeel. Rolling Thunder into the hooded 13-1 charged up Sexy Fat Mars. Not a kill you can actually finish off, really, it looks like.
No.
I'm just going to roll back
Too
away.
tanky with that hood.
And it's going to be down to BINOMISTAS' turn to move forward aggressively, but the 2-hero coil and the kiss is landing. Well set up by the Puck now as both Mars and that Void Spirit demolished in the dire jungle.
Man, it feels good to see Snapfire back, doesn't it, Gary? Those
Yep.
kisses, they just blow you up. You know, you got that coil, the Void Spirit ain't going anywhere after that.
And they want that ET again mid. Trying to get the chain stuns in. Damage forward and Puck with the Waning Rift. Level 4. Clears it up. And now EGOBOYS in that driving seat. Another position where they need that troll to finish off the Battle Fury, get him online.
These last deaths definitely give a lot of momentum now to EGOBOYS. The Puck also has a Witchblade, so he's doing incredible amount of damage at the moment. Making his way into a Yule's next. These ultis of EGOBOYS in the last, 2 minutes have really had a lot of impact. Pretty much killing every single core on Radiant at least once.
Yeah, just winning them team fight after team fight. Also going to see this Puck. Started off with a Witchblade. Considering that kind of right-click build, now feeling that the Puck needs the Yule Scepter. Try and get away from that Mars, the Void Spirit, all the catch they've got.
Against heroes who can't really remove the Witchblade, it's an incredibly good item, especially against some of the tankier heroes as well, just to have that dot on them constantly ticking away. I love the Puck with the Witchblade. I feel like 80% of the games you want to be able to get this item. There are situations where the enemy will have Orchid or something that you need to dispel, or maybe they're just too tanky and you got to go for like the Dagon build to try and burst the enemy right away. So you might go like Veil, Bots, Dagon, something of that sorts.
Yeah, it's such a nice feeling when you've got heroes like Puck or Nature's Prophet, where as Dota 2's developed and gone through the mill a few times over the years, you've now got such dynamic builds. You know, you think about Anti-Mage. I guess he's like the key example of by Battle Fury, very cookie cutter, locked in place. This is his build, League of Legends style. If you break the rules, if you change your build, you get banned from the game. You try the Vlad's Vanguard Host build, you're out of here. No, there's none of that. It's nice when you've got options. Makes it feel so much nicer. Can they kill that Puck mid? I don't think so. I'm going to Waning Rift and dodge away, expecting a little more than just Mini to be there. And then you look at this Abaddon, the Snapfire. Good deep ward coverage in that Radiant part of the map.
I do feel, Gary, though, that with the new map changes, the dire jungle is very lucrative, the top side of it. You got all those camps right next to each other, like the big camp, then the 2 medium camps, and then there's also the small camp. Like, if you get that taken away as Dire, you're gonna feel really bad. The Troll Warlord, like, even though he's farming the triangle on the bottom side near the Ancients, like, he's got to move a lot to get to camp to camp.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's like all on one plateau, right? There's no like going high ground to low ground. It's like 3 camps, 1 flat area.
And it feels great. It really does. Like, I played a few games, and when I play carry and I get to farm in that area for a little while, I feel like I'm farming very safely, a lot of farm.
Well, there's the jump straight in. Jerkiel getting caught out. They're throwing the Eclipse for good measure and trying to dive this tier 1 mid. Mini making a meal out of this, forcing the borrowed time on the Abaddon. Kara going to get dived upon, and the Supernova's there into the Mars arena. Speared up, Abaddon going to be taken out. As Nuage is actually going to be the one that takes a double kill. 215 bonus damage. Don't mind if I do, as the coil and the kisses. Now it's EGOBOYS' turn to strike into action, battling through, and Rises with Battle Trance still ready. He can chase the Phoenix if he wants to, but they want to turn and fight. Some of the bigger heroes here of BINOMISTAS. Elder Titan, the biggest hero of the Radiant team so far, does get netted up and jumped by the puck. Mini. That's aggressive. Dissimulates forward. Gets the Ether Remnant down. No Astral Steps ready, and he's walked in 1 versus 4 and died.
Man, this coil into kisses is so hard to try and push into that. I mean, the Pango died first, but they used pretty much every spell they had to make sure that he's locked up and doesn't get that Rolling Thunder off. So while their spells were cooling off, they still stuck around to battle. Coil, kisses, losing a few very key heroes here.
And then diving straight onto mid. Phoenix slain very quickly. Yeah, I think you're hitting the nail on the head. This coil kisses, it's counter initiation, it's initiation, it's just inordinate amounts of damage that pre-BKB the Luna just cannot handle right now.
No, she cannot, and that's why she's going straight into that BKB now after the Mask of Madness, not even going for a Yasha. Manta would be an incredibly good item in this game as well, especially against Troll Warlord. Very good to get the troll off of you, locked onto the illusions when he pops that Battle Trance. That's something that's going to be very important later on, but for now, the puck, coil kisses, plus the Rolling Thunder, you're going to need that BKB to be able to help your teammates stay in these engagements.
Yeah, similar story for the Mars too. Sexy Fat going to go for the BKB, while Void Spirit heading into Aghanim Scepter. Wants that silence. ET mid, trying to keep these waves away from his own tier 2. Does force Staff a little closer to safety. Yeah, EGOBOYS not going to give chase any further. They're actually spam pinging the Phoenix instead. Jupiter under that tier 2 bottom lane. Only level 1 Supernova right now. And this pressure is starting to mount, but a bit of indecisiveness from EGOBOYS. They move mid, they come bot, now they smoke. Where are they going, Theban? They don't know themselves. Roshan,
I think
lane?
so.
Where are we going?
They went mid, and then someone drew a line. It's like, oh,
They're playing
maybe
noughts and crosses on the map at this point.
Oh, they found a big
They're
kill though.
jumping into triangle. Oh, yeah, I mean, all the indecisiveness, it leads to the kill on Luna. Well, that couldn't have worked out better if they planned it.
Yep, they really need someone to be sitting on that hill, covering the Luna, so she can continue to farm, hit that BKB. And now they're going straight onto Rises. They see him under a ward.
There's the troll in the Ether Remnant and the Mars ulti. No Battle Trance time for him. Very well executed. So, pos 1 for pos 1. Carry for carry. Pango still moving forward, thinking about the continuation fight. Swashbuckling and disarming the Mars. I don't want to keep battling forward into that ET with a potential Supernova as well.
Yep, ET is watching the Snapfire right now. Snapfire has a Blink Dagger first item, Gary. That's interesting. I think he got this so that whenever the Phoenix goes in with the Supernova, he can just blink after the Phoenix and they'll shatter it. So he's gonna hide,
clever.
use Mortimer Kisses, and the egg comes out, boom, cancel the kisses, you know, get the little shredder, pop the egg.
You're a smart man, you are. I would have been flaming this Blink Dagger all the way home. Why is he bought Blink? What a useless light. What's he doing? He doesn't have Aghanim Scepter.
Tano is smart. I only analyze the situation, which is why you pay me the big bucks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, puck. Okay, never mind. Alone's fine. I thought he was in a spot of bother there. They don't have the instant catch for this puck, really, do they? It's like hope for the spear.
Yeah, they got the Yules though, right?
Yule-
You got
yeah,
the Yules
true.
into the Aether Remnant, which is solid. And it looks like that's why Puck is going for a BKB now. he's changed his item build. He wants to go for more of like this right-click route, but also the BKB will save him from that Yo's combo and the Mars as well. Not going to be affected by all this magic damage coming out from the Radiant team. Even the
That's right, like
Eclipse.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, like the only way the puck dies is like you say, that like Yules into Remnant, Spear into the arena. Something along those lines. And Kara going to be walking straight into Void Spirit, Elder Titan, and Mars. Speared up against the tree, borrowed time at about 100 HP. Wandering back towards the safety of his tier 2, but it looks like Mini wants to keep going for it, jumping back and forth. Astral Step not enough to take down Kara.
Sexy Fat.
Sexy Fat with a spear potentially, but the shield's already up.
Is under attack.
You know, Gary, I really feel awkward with these Mars that can't just jump in the middle, get a nice arena off, and get kills going. He's got this hood into a BKB build, but is that good? Don't you want to be able to have some form of initiation or like follow up with the Void Spirit?
Some way to make the jump. Especially when you've got Phoenix, Elder Titan on your team. You know, they aren't really spectacular initiation heroes. They're more like, we'll wait for someone else to do it and then throw our big damage and teamfight abilities in the mix.
I think his mindset is he doesn't want to go in because he needs to save the arena to use it defensively to protect the egg, to protect the Luna. So he's relying a lot on the Void Spirit to do all the initiation, but I feel like he's missing out on a lot of kill potential in this mid game. The BKB right away is not going to be that important compared to like getting 2 or 3 kills with that dagger while building towards the BKB.
Yeah, like delaying your opponents and accelerating yourself.
Precisely.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, the EGOBOYS right now are still keeping the Troll ahead of the Luna in net worth, which is a feat in itself. Battle Fury
That is
Troll
huge.
out-farming that Luna.
And not only that, look at Drakeo bottom. He's just constantly split pushing this lane with the Blink Dagger. And you're like, okay, if Mars had a Blink, he could be able to initiate onto this Pango, get a kill on him. Or at least follow up with the Void. But they're going to go into the Roshan pit instead. Try to force EGOBOYS' hand. They feel like EGOBOYS are just splitting this map way too hard right now. But you are playing into a Coil and Kisses. And Luna's the only one who's got a BKB.
That's where your positioning becomes so important.
Oh, they don't know. Do they not know this is happening?
Well, there's a Dire Observer ward there near the Radiant Triangle that's going to get dewarded now. But
Yeah, because they see the Void and the ET outside of the pit. So they're like, oh, there's no way they're doing it with just 1 hero or 2 heroes, right?
oh, that's a Luna with Mask of Madness. There's no messing around in the Roche pit. Sunray's there, and first Aegis going to be grabbed up by the BINOMISTAS.
Wow. Impressive. Very impressive to be able to get this Roshan. I mean, Luna is not known to be a Roshan killer. Her damage mainly comes from the Moonglaze, right? To like bounce between targets, and Roshan is just a single target unit. So that took quite a bit of time, and EGOBOYS could not make the read.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And now you've got Sexy Fat in a really great position. Thinking about where the Dire team are going to be coming from, as they do spread a little thin around that top area of the map. But it's the Dire that have to react, and they are TPing one by one up to top. Luna with
Luna,
Aegis
though.
left
She's
alone. The
exposed a
rest
bit.
of her squad has absolutely disappeared. She BKBs and then what? Runs away?
Walks away.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Fair enough.
It's a 5-man TP from EGOBOYS to the top lane. They're kind of stuck in here too. They do have a troll with the BKB up though. He is a beast right now.
He's got to be careful
Can they
still.
kill him?
Ether Remnant, stomp, damage forward, but there's the BKB. Onto the Mars, who has a hood and a BKB of his own. Trying to get it off, and where's his arena? Still waiting to be thrown as the ET chucks in the Earth Splitter, and Luna turns to face the Troll. They've got some stuns chaining up onto the Troll. The Battle Drat's going, and Aegis claimed up by the Dire squad. The EGOBOYS are going to clear through the BINOMISTAS. 1, 2, 3. The fourth will be Luna, taking out that Aegis too, and Rises comes out with a double kill.
Very well played there from EGOBOYS, and I think Sexy Fat, he made a huge mistake not dropping the arena no matter what. He saw a troll on top of him with the BKB, he's just trying to kite that away, but the Phoenix was waiting the entire time for the arena to drop so he can pop the egg. But because he didn't drop the arena, he's like, well, they're just gonna run at me now. And just like that, they both died. Right there, you can see the Troll's BKB is running out. If he can drop the arena there, the Phoenix would have egged for sure, and maybe they could have had a small chance of trying to win this fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Sometimes you just got to cast your
Fortunately,
spells.
they all just fall. And the Luna, like, she can't do anything against a troll in a 1v1 situation. She really needs her team to be the one to deal with the troll while the Luna is going to be out there trying to fight off the Pango, the Puck, and the other heroes.
Yeah, bouncing some glaives in between them.
Top tower is under attack.
Puck going into Aghanim Scepter now. Did pick up the phase shift attack talent, of course. Has that BKB. I want a double damage rune for Mini. All grouping up towards top. I mean, it always feels so awkward when you kill that Roshan at a decent time, but you lose Aegis within, what, a minute and a
Very
half
awkward.
of taking it. Now
Exactly. Like, your whole plan in the game just goes out the window, right?
Yeah, because now you've got like 5 minutes until next row spawn. You can't push high ground. You're stuck in this position where it's like, well, I gotta go take tier 2s, maybe push bottom. And I'm watching this Pango like toying with the Mars right now, and I'm not sure whether I should play by play it or not, because I'm not sure what's happening. Drakeel is
chilling.
he's having a bit of fun, you know?
Doing just Pango things, you know? But they know that Rolling Thunder is on cooldown, so they're going to try and run at EGOBOYS. They also realize on BINOMISTAS that another reason why they lost the last engagement is because Luna did not have her BKB. So she also couldn't just stand her ground and fight.
Dire are
And,
scanning.
you know, that you're pretty much fighting without 4,000 gold, essentially, on your carry hero when that's on cooldown.
So they'll go round 2, will they? Oh, Yule Scepter in that mid lane.
Pango.
Catching out
Boom.
Drakeel.
Ooh,
Self-Yules dodging out that Astral Step delayed damage. Well done by Drakeel's top lane. Oh, Benny and Jupiter facing off against the Troll Warlord. He does have BKB Battle Trance, so I think he's alright in this situation. Going to get himself dipping into the tree line, hiding in the forest as the TPs arrive. Stomp misses. Barely.
Puck's on the way.
Puck is retreating off to the left, and there's the arena.
Nice,
Now
Arena.
the Mars is in. That's a good one. Into the back, Drakeel self-yules once more as Mini struggling to stick on a target. They've slain Jupiter, trading for Drakeel, and in comes the Luna, but she's
Benny.
dropping so quickly.
Die.
Benny finally standing the ground as Luna turns to battle rises. No battle trance, no BKB, and this is their chance. Take down the troll, but the Grandma, Cookie, and the Scatter Blast with a lone unstoppable, clearing through the BINOMISTAS. The Luna couldn't get the job done, and Mini yet again has to retreat as the lone survivor.
Oh, that was so good by Tano. You know, he waited out the egg, got in there, got the little shredder off. So you can see in his engagement, Mars got a really nice initiation, but the troll, the Mars, the Puck all hitting the egg, got that killed off. The Luna, she's taking so much damage from the Troll Warlord and his cleave. Tried to cut in the fight, and now you can see Snapfire just coming back in once that BKB is running out, goes on top of the Luna, gets that kill. Troll's pretty much full HP throughout the whole time, throughout the whole engagement, thanks to Battle Trance.
And they've gone from holding the Aegis on Luna now to being at a pretty big disadvantage. Bounty rune's going to be gathered up by EGOBOYS. Troll Warlord, he's going to grab some spider legs.
At this point in the game, Gary, like, the troll is just way too far ahead that you can't kill him anymore. The only thing you can do is get this BKB a little bit lower in the duration, try to kite him with some Yules, but you're gonna have to kill all the other heroes first. They cannot go on the troll first anymore. He is just way too tanky at this point in the game, and your Luna doesn't have sufficient damage. She is pretty much 5,000 gold behind the troll.
And she doesn't have that Manta style either. You need the BKB to deal with the Puck spells. Oh, watch that. Watch that troll just get on top of her. You need BKB to get away from the
Middle
Puck,
tower is under attack.
and you need Manta style potentially to get away from the troll. But you don't have Manta. You got this Hurricane Pike. It's a rough one. And BINOMISTAS is going to get spotted out there. It looks like EGOBOYS know there's something not quite right. But Troll Warlord rises. He is out on his lonesome up top. BKB at the ready.
They're gonna egg
Pulls
this.
him up, forcing the Black King bar. The egg comes out. They're actually going to catch out. Rises. Troll Warlord gets the battle trance off. And the rest of his team, they are coming in. The Rolling Thunder.
Big
It is
kill.
too little too late. The troll is going to fall. Will the Dire still want to fight around this? Doesn't look like it. They're still smoked and in the vicinity. The kisses, the jump in, the BKB from the Puck, the coil onto 2. They are going to focus on Benny, the
Damage.
Luna, being shredded. Alone comes out with a double kill. They don't need the bloody troll. The Puck is the pos one now. Mars suffering. Alone just going to work, wilding on them, but speared up against the arena. Now the turnaround from the BINOMISTAS, Sexy Fat and Mini, battling with the Puck, but Alone is too strong.
Wow.
An ultra kill for Alone. Give this man
That
a
carry
rampage. Mini, get in the fight. Come on. Where is it? TP's
He's
home.
out.
What a
Minnie's
coward.
out. He doesn't want anything to do with that Puck and the Abaddon. Like, this combo is incredibly powerful. You got the phase shift, and then if you do ever manage to stun the Puck, you got the Abaddon to worry about, who's constantly healing and shielding him. And you can see, even without the Troll Warlock, they used everything for that Troll, right? To try and kill him. They thought they had that fight in the bag. But the Puck is doing incredible amount of damage with the kisses on top of him.
Hey, some really insane stuff from EGOBOYS. Beyond Disc Pango. Puck, like you say, with this carry build, the right-click battle. What do you do in this situation now as BINOMISTAS? Like, Roshan's alive potentially soon. Is that your gateway towards victory? Is it the Roche Pit fight?
I mean, I would start with some Advil, I think, for that headache in this game that they have, you know. This EGOBOYS, you got Troll Warlord problems, you got Puck problems, you got this Abaddon that you need to try and figure out how to silence up permanently, not to save anyone while Mars is stunning them. You have a huge damage issue because of all that. I wanted to say Rapier, but even Rapier is not even a good item anymore ever since they removed the True Strike on it. Yep. Yeah. Feels bad. Like, if you're trolling this game, you can just go Butterfly, to be honest, now.
Who's going to touch you? Well, they're just going to go aggressive on this. Eon Disc on the Pango popped and his shard. There we go, as the Mars Arena with a Supernova, but they're focusing the egg. Eclipse is going from Benny, but the kisses are landing on their heads. Luna with the Hurricane Pike back down to the low ground and then assimilate to escape. These guys are getting caught out by Drakeel with a two-man Rolling Thunder beautifully placed, and Puck is back in on top of the two cores. Mars we don't care about, Phoenix doesn't matter, it's Mini that's being shredded. Benny's already fallen, and they are both dead. We can now focus back towards Sexy Fat, who falls. Alone, beyond godlike on the Puck, 12-0. 14 assists to his name as well. Alone has had a great game.
Yep. Well, it's safe to conclude... It's safe to conclude, Gary, that Puck is still very good.
Oh, Pango! Who's just diving fountain, forces the buyback from Benny, and they don't get the barracks. Drops the sorry. But yeah, I think you're right, Puck. Most certainly viable.
I was very shook because, in my opinion, Io was the best hero in the last patch. Puck was the second best hero in the last patch, and it feels like it barely got nerfed, right? You got the level 20 talent where you don't got that, super orb, long range. Instead, they changed it with the minus cooldown, but it's still very good talent.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, what else got changed? Like, Wedding Rift got nerfed a little bit, right? But it wasn't anything really drastic.
Yeah, nothing like substantial. I think the hero is still very, very good. You have a hard time two-shotting creep waves, which is a thing, but that's not a problem because you got, your phase shift to attack. That's going to kill the creeps anyway.
You're still the anti-spirit hero as well, right? Ember, Storm, Void.
Exactly.
If you see them, you pick Puck. Oh, that's a fight around the Roche Pit. Radiant, they want to battle it. Puck's BKB'd up and the Snapfire's there on the Phoenix, forcing the Mars ulti, but the Phoenix is down with no buyback available. Kara with borrowed time is surviving through this. Inside the pit itself, the Puck is being focused down. Mini looking for the kill, but the Fairy Dragon jumping forward, turning it around, jumping and orbing as the mech there from Drakeel going to heal it up, and Benny's died to Tano. Yule's up the Void Spirit, does get crashed upon by the Pangolier, and it looks like it's lights out for the BINOMISTAS. 4 heroes down, 2 with buyback. Roshan is alive, but it looks like the EGOBOYS, they want barracks.
Gary, the laning stage looked really good for BINOMISTAS, but this mid-game, late-game team fighting by EGOBOYS is just feeling unstoppable right now.
It's top
There's
notch.
just too many things that you need to answer, and BINOMISTAS, they're not finding the right team fights. They're not able to collapse onto a single hero. The Puck in that last engagement just popping BKB, forcing the Mars and the Luna to get their BKB, so pretty much trading those two for his own, and that allowed the Troll Warlord to just run on in, not have a care in the world.
Immortality.
And that was second Roshan, wasn't it? Who got the...
Yeah, it was. Let's take a look. Not Pango. Pango already had one.
Exactly.
Troll Warlord, was it? No. Abaddon, no?
Snapfire.
Oh, Puck got it. Puck got it.
Oh, did Snapfire buy her own one then?
Yes. Snapfire had her own earlier. So Puck is the one who picked up the shard there.
Gotcha. So you got knockback on a couple of spells now.
And he's got a headband too with the Agonist. So good luck, good luck BKBing as a Luna.
That's a good point, right? You got like knockback on so many spells with the coil, psychic headband, all good stuff. Diving behind tier 3s, wanting the ET and catching the Mars. In fact, quick little cookie back, spearing the puck against that barracks, but with a rolling thunder, Saxy Fat down to half HP, and he hasn't popped BKB. Gets the hood off, but he's dead. Buyback available, but you're losing buildings at a drastic rate. And the BINOMISTAS, I don't know what the angle of attack is right now. It is a very difficult proposition for them. They're just going to go for another lane. Tier 3 bottom. It is do or die time. Yule's up on the Abaddon. And there's the buyback. Puck is already in though, and that damage is substantial. Nuage is gone, the kiss is landing, Mars Arena does bloody nothing as the Luna is demolished and GG's called. Game over and a 2-1 victory for the EGOBOYS.
It's an absolutely insane game from EGOBOYS. I feel at some point BINOMISTAS, they had some control, especially after taking the Roshan, but that mistake of fighting when the Luna's BKB was down was just way too much, right? EGOBOYS, they had this draft, especially with the Troll versus Luna matchup. Like, the Troll is a better hero than Luna in the 1v1 situation. So they need to play the game perfectly. They need to play the map out perfectly. You know, with that Aegis, they have to get a little bit more farm, keep the Luna ahead somehow. They weren't able to do that, and all of a sudden, there's Abaddon just constantly removing the small amount of stuns that they did have on BINOMISTAS, just made it impossible for them to fight.